The first issue of the new G5 My Little Pony comic opens with a flashback. Sunny's father is telling her about the history of Canterlot, something called the Gate of the Ancients, and how it's for all ponies who believe in harmony. As always, I applaud the use of the word love, but it feels a bit like Sunny's dad has lost the plot. In the film, it seemed like he was concerned with combating racism and uniting the pony kinds under a banner of compassion. But here, it seems like he's inducting Sunny into a cult, or that she's the heir to some great destiny. Regardless of whether she is that, this approach paints the once sweet father-daughter relationship in a more eerie light. When we head for the present day, Izzy feels a bit ostracized from her friends, as she can't be included in their activities for one reason or another. Given her desperation for company, she ends up annoying or inconveniencing a few of her friends, and that doesn't feel so good. At least she still comes in super handy when every pony's magic spontaneously stops working again. The gang panics, naturally, because, well, every pony's getting along great. How can magic be gone? Turns out it's because one of the Harmony crystals was physically stolen. Not sure how that would disrupt the magic, and I have a lot of questions about how symbolic or literal those crystals were meant to be, given the ending of the film, but hey, this is issue 1 after all. The gang, but mostly Zip, do some detective work that leads them into a nearby forest. Finding the trail cold, everyone now a bit exasperated, they decide to split up to cover more ground quickly. After all, they don't want to lose magic again, and risk causing a schism between the pony kinds. Izzy starts feeling useless and isolated once more, compounding with the similar stress from earlier today. We end on a cliffhanger as she stumbles into a cave, which apparently houses Canterlot, or a rather dilapidated Canterlot, at least. I'm not a huge fan of this first issue, honestly. Everyone's character traits are cranked way up, and it falls prey to a common issue with comic adaptations of children's media. It's trying to be more bombastic, bigger, and snarkier than its source material. Do we really need the lore, intrigue, and spectacle to be such central points in a license that's about love, harmony, and kindness? It feels like the comic, much similar to Sunny's dad, is losing the plot a bit. The license is about friendship and love, foremost. But there's plenty of time for it all to have meaningful context later, even if I'm not super happy with the character writing, and there are no truly emotional or engaging scenes of dialogue.